Hi, I'm Caleb Giddings from Gun Nuts Media, and today we are starting the review of our next 1911 pattern pistol. This is another Rock Island, so this will be the second Rock Island that we've tested. This time, it's chambered in 45 ACP. It's got this full rail, so we've mounted this cool Crimson Trace light on it, and we're going to shoot 2,000 rounds of 45 ammo through this. This is the tactical model, by the way, in case you're wondering what specific gun we've got here. A couple of quick features. It's got the nice grips, magwell, as I said, full rail, fiber optic front sight, adjustable rear sight, decent trigger, and comes with 2 of these 8-round mags. Today we're going to start the test with a quick safety check. Again, we want to safety check all our 1911s to make sure they're good to go. So how we do that, as I detailed in another video, is lock the slide to the rear. First thing we're going to do, this is going to hurt some 1911 purists, we're going to crash that slide. And I'm watching the hammer to make sure the hammer doesn't jump. It didn't, we're good to go. Next thing I'm going to do, put the manual safety up, and I'm going to squeeze that trigger for all I'm worth. And then I'm going to knock that safety off, make sure the hammer doesn't jump. Last thing I'm going to do, same thing, but without disengaging the grip safety, and now the safety is down. I'm looking to make sure that hammer doesn't jump. All right, so this 1911 appears to be safe. I want to give you some other real quick stats. We're going to use my handy dandy trigger pull gauge, and we're going to tell you what the trigger pull on this sucker is. Well, according to this, it's 6.5 pounds. That seems kind of a lot. Maybe I screwed that up. Let's try again. From the center of the trigger face, pull straight back. About 6 pounds again. Try one more time. Take 3 measurements. And that one was 5.5. So we're looking at a slightly over 5-pound trigger. Just for a quick comparison, that's about what you'd get on a factory Glock trigger as well. But none of that matters. It's time to do the 10-8 performance function test with this gun. All right, time to kick off the 10-8 performance function check. Again, the point of the 10-8 performance function check is to make sure that the gun is reliable enough for duty use. Remember, the criteria for failure are ejection should be fairly consistent, cases going between 2 o'clock and 5 o'clock. Empty cases should not be ejecting into my face or to the left. Any failure to eject is gonna, if a case fails to clear the ejection port stovepipes, falls out the magazine well, the pistol has failed the test. This failure is usually caused by poor extractor tension or geometry. So, we are, as per the test rules, using Hornady critical defense ammunition, which we've basically used on every single one of these tests to date. This is 185 grain FTX. And the only deviation from the normal test protocol is we're using the factory magazine, because after tearing my house apart, the only mags that I could find for 45 1911s are these 10-round Chip McCormick mags, which are great, and I love them, but I want to use 8-rounders, and since I don't have any Wilsons, we're going to use the factory mags that the gun was set up for. All right, so the beginning of the test, 8 rounds, slow fire. Oh. God, it's been a while since I shot a 45. It's really loud. I think that also might be because I'm in this tiny little booth. Well, the fan's on, so. All right, so 8-round slow fire, didn't see any issues with that. Didn't have any inadvertent activation with the light either. Up next is 8 rounds rapid fire. All right, here we go. 8 rounds rapid fire. Ow! Okay, so one of those ejected correctly, but it came off this wall and just straight back into my forehead. That really hurt. All right, 8 rounds rapid fire, strong hand only. Ugh. Strong hand only. Alright, ejection all looks pretty good on that, so next we're actually gonna change the order of the test up first a little bit today, because I want to do the slide lock reload portion of the test before I do the empty chamber portion, and the reason for that is because I only have enough ammo to do this the one time. So I'm going to load this magazine up to 8. So slide lock reload. With a round in the chamber and an empty magazine in the weapon, perform an emergency reload from slide lock using a fully loaded spare magazine. Fire 1 round, blah, blah, blah. It's a 1-by-1 drill, and we're going to do it 5 times for a total of 10 rounds. We're also going to see if these Chip McCormick mags drop free. I'm just going to do a table load because I'm lazy. Alright, so I'm not super worried about that Chip McCormick mag not dropping free because it's an aftermarket mag. We're not going to ding the gun for that. I do want to make sure that it locks back on this round though. So, that was 1 rep. Did I do that? God, it's hard to tell. Let's try that again. I might have been pressing the slide stop lever. I got a couple of extra rounds. Okay, here we go. Locks to the rear. Mag drop 3. Alright, 2 reps, good to go. Gotta top this mag off real quick. Pick up my Chippy Mac. Here we go again. 3rd rep. That was definitely me. I was definitely riding the slide stop on that one. So, we're not going to ding the gun for that. That was user error. And it's still feeding just fine. 4 reps. 1 more to go. I don't know why I'm riding that slide stop. I haven't shot a 45 in a while, maybe? I mean, I haven't. Alright, here we go. Stop riding the slide stop with your sport hand. Yeah, every time I'm conscious about not riding that slide stop, the gun works just fine. Okay, so that was the 5th rep of that. Now we're going to do the empty chamber portion of this test, and this is where extractor function really comes into play. Alright, I'm going to shoot the gun with empty chamber, I say that all the time. We're going to do the no magazine. So I'm going to shoot the gun a whole bunch with no mag in the gun, basically is what's going to happen. And we're going to observe cases. If cases fall out the bottom of the mag well, if they eject over there, the gun's failed the test. So first, we're going to do this two-handed, limp-wristed. All right, and we're going to do this 8 times. I've got 1 round in the gun, 6 in this magazine. So we're going to put 1 more in the mag. All right, 1 round in the gun, 7 in the magazine. This is 2 hands, limp-wristed. So I'm not really holding this gun very good right now. I'm holding it just enough to activate the grip safety so it'll go off. Alright, and you see right there we did have a failure to complete the cycle of operations, so that would be a fail on the test. I'm going to try it again. Two. 3. That one came out. Holy crap. That one came out through the bottom of the gun. Stovepipe malfunction. 2 more. This grows tedious. Failure to extract. And another failure to extract. All right. Now, the next part of the no magazine test is going to be one round in the chamber, firm one-handed grip on the gun, fire 8 rounds. The gun's already failed. Like, it's failed, guys. Sorry. It's too bad, because I really like these Rock Island guns, but you have to grip this one like you mean it, apparently, to get it to operate. I am actually really curious. Once I wrap up this section of the test, I'm going to try something where I actually grip the gun two-handed, because I want to see how well it feeds with that no magazine. All right, so here we're going to actually get a good firing grip on the weapon, and we're going to do this again. Oh. Failure to extract again. Failure to extract again. And again. And again. Get out of the gun! Oh, that's a bad one. There we go. Should be known, I am not limp wristing this gun right now. I've got a good firing grip on it. It just does not want to get these empties out of there. Ugh. Last one. Okay. So that was kind of a disaster, which is too bad because I like these Rock Island guns. I do want to see real quick how it works, see if it'll eject this gun. Now I've got a good firm two-handed firing grip on this, and it works just fine. I'm gonna try that again. I'm just curious. This is just science now. Nope. That did not work. All right, one more try. This time strong hand only again, and I'm gonna crush grip this gun. You'll see it shaking. You ready for this? Okay, so what does this mean? Obviously, the gun's failed the 10-8 performance function check, which is an important test for a duty gun. I'm not really planning on using this as a duty gun. Does that mean it's not a good range gun or anything like that? Well, I have these 8 rounds left, and how well does it function when the magazine's actually in the gun? Because a lot of you guys, you watch this test and you're like, well, Caleb, I'm never going to shoot my gun without a magazine in it. You're right, you're probably not. The point of this test is to test the extractor function, because when that extractor eventually starts to go bad, the gun will stop working with a magazine in it too. So right now, yes, this gun works just fine with a magazine in it, but eventually that extractor is going to go and it'll stop working with a magazine in it. That's why this test is important. That's why we do it for every 1911. And it's interesting to note that the magazine in this instance made no difference because the gun only failed the magazine out portions of the test. Anyway, we're going to keep shooting this gun. I still like it. I like 45s. I like the rail. I kind of like everything about it. If you have any questions, comments down below. If you like what we're doing here on the channel, please consider supporting us on Patreon. It's how we keep doing all this fun crap. In the meantime, I'm Caleb Giddings. Thanks for watching.